Oh, it's going to say hello. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to have a little keeper preview, keeper options, whatever you want to call it, for the first 4 picks. So hopefully these videos are going to be really quick. We'll do one today, one tomorrow, hopefully, and blah, blah, blah. Get all done for everyone by Thursday. First of all, first 4 picks. I didn't really have a chance to address it. I think I made a note of it. I know Dom was a little salty. He didn't get that first pick because Brian only had one team left, and whoever went. But like last year, Kristen got the first pick without winning the NCAA tournament because of her bonuses. And this year, the only reason why Brian gets the first pick is because in the Final Four, his team, Virginia, had the close call bonus. So that's how the cookie crumbles, Adama. You're still in the top 3 2 years in a row. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, you want to hold this one? So our first pick, as alluded to, say Brandon. Are you going to comb the hair? Okay, that'll hold it. So the first pick is Feed Zeke's Brandon squad. Now, as you can see, here we go. His options for quarterback, he got Drew Brees, Dak Prescott. Neither one of them really good values, but it's this little H right here. Those are my homer circles. He is a Dallas fan, so a funny feeling he's going to keep Dak Prescott in the 12th round. So that's actually it's a little bit discounted because it's ADP right now. All my ADPs are coming off of a website called Fantasy Football Calculator. You can go to it, check it out. It takes like Yahoo, ESPN, NFL.com, all the major websites and puts their ADPs together. So ADP is average draft position. It's where they're going to go in a regular draft for those who might not know that lingo. So your ADP is probably where you're going to get drafted. So Dak Prescott's probably going to get drafted around the 10th round. He'll get him in the 12th, a little discount. Plus, this is hometown squad, so I'm pretty sure he's going to keep that guy. His running backs. Last year, he drafted both the Falcons guys, even though Tevin Coleman is now in the 49ers. As you can see, neither one of those is a good value. Neither one of those he'll probably keep. His big keeper, as underlined here, is, of course, Odell Beckham. That's the big-time one he had from last year. Still keeping him in the 6th round. Doesn't matter where he's at, even though he's in Cleveland. Doesn't make a difference. I'm pretty sure he's going to keep that one. And then he's got here the defense. Again, it's Dallas. You say, why would he keep Dallas defense? Why would he draft him in the 8th round last year? I don't know. But, again, homer pick. He might end up keeping him in the 7th, even though they're getting drafted in the 12th round. Who knows? On a good side, though, Dallas does have a really good opening couple weeks of schedule in terms of like teams they're playing. So it wouldn't be a horrible defense to get. I just don't think I would take them in the 7th round. All right. And then the last one here is his kicker. And he said, Jeremy, you always make jokes about keeping kickers. Yes, I do. I'm going to get to that in a second, but I left a check here for a reason. He'll be able to get him in the 13th round, which is pretty much just his ADP, just as most kickers are around the 13th, 14th round where they should be. Our second pick, can you say Craig? Is Craig, the Barbarians, her future team. So I kind of made this choice. I think next year she'll almost be 2 years from now. She'll almost be 6. She'll be a month away from 6 when the season starts. So in 2 years from now, this team will be her team. By then, she actually knows a little bit about fantasy football because from listening to me talk all the time. So this Barbarians, this is like the second to last year of Craig's ownership of this team, or my ownership, I guess, because I do half the stuff for this team anyway. But here we go. Barbarians, Craig will have to pick his keepers. I do force him to do that much. He has Phillip Rivers. He's had him for a couple years now, so he might just want to keep him for nostalgia, but he shouldn't because it's going to cost him a 4th rounder when Phillip Rivers isn't going to the 8th round. His running backs is where he's got some really nice value. He can either keep Alvin Kamara in the 6th or James Conner in the 7th. Both of those are top 10 picks in most drafts. So that's a really good deal. Oh, that's a lot of sunlight right behind me. Anyway, so that's a really good deal, getting one of those two guys in the 7th round, 6th round when they're first top 10 picks. At his wide receiver, he can keep Antonio Brown again. He's kept him for a lot of years. He could, but he shouldn't because he's going to actually be overpaying a little bit because again, he has a second pick of the draft for a player that's going to go at the end of the 2nd round. You know, of course, he might not even play now because he's got a helmet issue. Anyway, but he'll probably end up keeping Calvin Ridley in the 10th round, who is now going as an end of the 4th rounder. So that's a really good discount on Calvin Ridley. He'll probably pick him up. Again, now we got his 2 homer picks here. Hayden Hurst didn't do anything last year. He was hurt the whole year. He's not even getting drafted in any leagues at all. But he will only cost him a 14th round pick. He might just keep him just to keep him to see what happens. And then Baltimore's defense, he can keep him in the 8th round, which again is 2 rounds higher than the 10th round. But Baltimore defense usually does go pretty high. Plus, again, it's his home squad, so I think he's going to keep them. But Will Lutz he could keep, and I think he should, because Will Lutz will cost him a 13th round pick. Oh, I didn't put his ADP. It's probably 13th as well. But anyway, he can keep a 13th round kicker. And the reason why this is nice is here. If you can keep a good kicker, if you already have like a top 3 or 4 or 5 kicker, like the Rams kicker, the Justin Tucker from Baltimore, the guy from the Saints, the guy from the Chiefs, like a really good offense. If you have a good kicker on a good offense, if you can keep them from the 13th round, you should do it. Just keep them and then use your 14th and 15th round picks for possible long-term keepers like I did, last year and year before that with Darius Geis and Patrick Mahomes, okay? Because, again, those, if you can hit on your 14th and 15th round as a really good running back or quarterback, you're going to be locked in for like 10 years, man. So I'd save your last 2 picks to try to dig for keepers. Yeah. You say Adama? Say Adama. This is Adama's Llamas, our salty 3rd pick going right here. Again, he could keep Tom Brady in the 3rd. Seems a little expensive for the old guy. He's going the 9th round. He could go with the keeper route with Josh Allen. But he got him. He didn't draft him. He just picked him up off the waiver wire. So it will cost him a 7th round pick. And as much as Josh Allen might be a nice deep sleeper, 7th round pick really isn't the spot for a deep sleeper. That's for like a guy you're going to start every week. So I don't think he's going to keep either one of those. Now, at running back, he does have some interesting choices here. He's got Saquon Barkley you can keep in the 1st round 3rd pick when he's the overall number 1 pick in most drafts. So he's just going to be playing market value for him, but he can lock him up, make sure he gets him. You can go Philip Lindsay. You can get him in the 7th when he's a 4th rounder. Or Damian Williams is actually the most intriguing one on this list. Also probably most risky because he is the most highest powered offense in the league right now, the Kansas City Chiefs. He's going to give him the 7th round. The guy's going in the 2nd round. So that's a really good discount. But the guy's got a little hammy issue already going on in preseason. He's never been every down back. He's never actually played a whole season like as a starter for any team. He's always been like a committee guy. That's usually the RB2 on his own team. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. A lot of people think he's going to have a really great year. We'll see what Adama does. I think he's going to keep Barkley just to lock him in, just because it's Saquon Barkley. He's the number 1 pick overall. So there you go. And then wide receiver, he also has another piece of the Kansas City Chiefs offense with Tyreek Hill. Again, he could keep him in the 2nd round, the 26th pick, when he's going the 2nd round, 21st pick. So it's a little bit of discount. And actually, it's should be a lot of a discount. Because, again, Tyreek Hill up till a couple weeks ago was suspended. So all these ADP numbers are a little bit skewed just because, again, the guy, we didn't think he was going to play this year for a while. He was going like in the 5th, 6th round in a lot of mock drafts, even later. And now, people are a little leery because they still think, what if he does one stupid thing, he's going to get kicked out for the year. But it's still freaking Tyreek Hill, still the wide receiver on the best team in football, and he's going to be a wide receiver 1, keep him in the 2nd round. But he could also keep Julio Jones in the 1st round, but that means he can't keep Saquon Barkley, so I don't think that's going to happen. But the interesting one, at least to me, is Chris Godwin. He's now going the 5th round. He can keep him in the 8th round. Chris Godwin, a lot of people predicted him to be a really good, wide receiver 2. He's going in the 5th round, so he's going as a wide receiver 2. So Dominic gets some really nice value there. And I also put in Anthony Miller for the Bears. Again, crazy thing, keep him in the 11th round. Again, he's going to be paying pretty much full price. He's going to actually pay a 1 pick higher than his ADP. Yeah. Okay, go. Be patient. I'll come in a second. So then, Anthony Miller, the big thing about this, though, 11th round, the guy had a separated shoulder most of last year, so we don't know what his full potential could be. Even with that shoulder, he had a decent enough year as a rookie wide receiver. So long-term, this might be a really good guy to lock up because even though that's his 11th round ADP here, I know we got a lot of Bears fans in this league, so I don't think he's going to make it that far in our draft. I think he'll probably go more like in the 7th, 8th roundish area. So if Adama wants to lock him up long term, if he thinks he's the better player than Chris Godwin, then he should probably hold on to him. But we'll see what he does. And then we also got Trey Burton. Again, I don't think he's going to keep him. I'm just trying to give people their options because it's going to cost him his 4th round pick. He's going in the 8th round. It really isn't that good. He didn't do much last year. And again, for Adama, like a lot of you guys, it's elite versus value. Elite versus value. Again, he could take the elite player Saquon Barkley, or he can take the value of Williams or Lindsey. He can have the elite talent of Tyreek Hill or Julio Jones, or take the value of Chris Godwin or Anthony Miller. So again, a lot of you guys got that same problem. Do you want to take the value pick, or you just want to get the elite talent at full prices to lock it down? You all ready? Okay. All right, I gotta go in a second, so we're gonna knock out the 4th pick real fast. This is Hot Maneuver, Ben's squad, the Denver boys. Again, that's why all these homer picks are all the Denver people, and he has a lot of them. So a lot of things here going on. The Royce Freeman, the running back, probably shouldn't keep him, man. He's gonna cost you a 2nd pick. You get him in a 7th. I let him go. Your wide receivers, again, you're gonna get a discount a little bit on Cortland Sutton, a 1-round discount, and that's your guy, long-term rookie. He might not be that. He might still be good this year, but you're paying the price for him, so you're not going to overpay for him. So you might want to hold on to that guy. Emmanuel Sanders, again, that's just too. You'll be able to get him better picked in the 3rd round. But the big one, again, is elite DeAndre Hopkins, 1st round pick. Okay, come here. I got you. Come here. I know you. I got you. Come here. So again, you keep DeAndre Hopkins in the 1st round, which is elite. Again, probably last year's wide receiver 1. Good chance this year's wide receiver 1. Here you go. You okay? Okay. What's going on? Let me see.
I pushed this button.
Oh, the push the button? Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Let's see this one. Okay, come on. Here you go.
Pointy ending.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's go this one. There you go. Let's go. Hey, did you put up? What is this? What's going on here? Okay, you want this button, huh?
No, I need to push my buttons.
I see. Okay, all done? There you go. You got your princess? All right. So yeah, anyways, all right, guys. Oh, almost gonna make it in 13 minutes. That was our goal. Anyway, so again, elite value, DeAndre Hopkins, probably this year's wide receiver 1. I think he's gonna be the best wide receiver in the league. He can get him for the 4th overall pick. The 4th overall pick. He's going the 6th, so he's pretty much paying full price for him, but he's gonna lock him up. And again, the thing to remember, in most draft teams, might be going the 6th pick overall. But in a keeper league like ours, you're gonna have people like me who are keeping. Actually, not like me, not this year, but you're gonna have people like maybe one of the Chicago Bears teams has Ezekiel Elliott. If he keeps him, that's the 2nd overall pick gone off the board. So that means he's actually going to be the 5th pick.
Okay.
So again, I think at this point, in our top, Alvin Kamara is going to get kept by Craig. So this is actually pretty much, he's going to probably, in our league, will go at the number 4 spot, if not sooner, when we actually draft, if he's on the board. So DeAndre Hopkins, you can keep him, or go Cortland Sutton for the value. Again, I'd probably go Hopkins just because I think he's going to be the best wide receiver in the league this year. Another good value pick he has, which I think he's going to hold on to, is George Kittle. You can keep him in the 5th round, and believe it or not, he's actually going in the 3rd round in most drafts. Him, Kelsey, and Ertz are all going in the top 3 rounds in most drafts. It's insane this year for tight ends. So again, little note again, don't overpay for your team. Joe did a great job last year. He didn't draft any Lions. I was really proud of him. And that's kind of the point. Sometimes if you know, again, as I said earlier, the Bears players, Anthony Miller, they're going to go. Their rookie running back this year, I can see him going in the freaking 2nd round in our draft. I really could. What's his name? Morrison? I don't know. So like David Montgomery, their running back could go in the 1st freaking round in our draft, and I wouldn't be surprised because got a lot of Bears fans. But the idea is try not to overpay for your own players, because then you're going to have something like this next year where you're going to have a lot of guys on the same team that, again, you can't keep because you're going to be overpaying for them. So that's it. Top 4 picks. We'll bring the next 4 picks tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.